Hi, welcome Christmas Eve 2021. It's Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network, and I am here with my beautiful soul sisters, Terry Angel and Deb Goldberg. We could not be happier than to be spending this sacred time with you tonight for our meditation a day. So Terry and Deb, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah.
So Deb, you wanted to start us off tonight.
Sure. I heard a little bit this morning about something to think about in this meditation. So I can start off by reading it to you. And it's about Jesus's birth. It was a blessing for mankind. In fact, it was the birth of understanding Christ consciousness, God consciousness. His birth was your birth, as everyone is one with God. We celebrate the gift of Jesus's life by rejoicing in the love, light, and joy he brought to this world. He lit the path for others to understand their divinity and the importance of peace and goodwill. Jesus is a friend to all and lives within each of us as divine consciousness, helping each person reawaken to the truth of their divine nature and the goodness of God.
Beautiful.
Thank you. It was beautiful when it came through. And I think that it's nice to look at this meditation as a thank you to Jesus for his eternal role as our brother and all that he brought to our understanding of really understanding the goodness of God and who we are. So I would like to meditate in the space of joy and what his birth has brought to the world.
Beautiful. Deb, would you like to start us off?
Sure. Let's start off by closing our eyes and taking some deep breaths in and really feeling into the joy of what this beautiful being has brought to this world. It is Christmas Eve, and his birth was a tremendous energy of light for each one of us to see finally the truth of what this world is, who we are, and God. The goodness of all that is. And the eternal peace that lives within each of us. And what a magical time for us to reach in and actually sit and know that love and joy and peace that is within us always. It's easy to forget this time of year. We get so busy. But sit in the joy as if you were sitting in that beautiful barn that brought this beautiful baby into the world and watching as if you were right there. Watching as God has taken on form as human, like God has for all of us. It is the same birth. It is the birth of consciousness, of awakening, and the protection and the security and the joy of knowing that we are all one. Sit in the joy and just breathe it in and the peace, and let love unfold you. Hear the whispers of divine love. Feel the light within you. Knowing that this child is no different than yourself. Heavenly born. Created to love. Connect with your divinity. That's all that you are. Know that I, Jesus, am holding your hand and walking through this life together with you. We're never apart. Just ask. Ask to know me. Allow me to shepherd you through this world so that you can be the light that you came here to be. In your own very special way. I love you. You are blessed. You are a miracle. You are no different than I. Don't look at this world for comfort. Look inside yourself. There is so much peace and love within each one of you. And it is my job to help you return home to the love of your Creator. Smile when you remember my name. I am only a breath away. Peace be with you. Amen.
Deb, that was absolutely beautiful. And I can't think of anybody I would rather have share with us the Christ consciousness than you because of your personal relationship there. Thank you so much. I just want to share with you when you started and you took us to that scene in the manger. I looked into Christ's eyes and I've never noticed his eyes as an infant before. And they were so dark and so rich and so full. So that was the first thing I noticed. The next thing I noticed was the star that was shining. And I've always thought that the star was shining for all of us. But what I really noticed this time was that the star was shining as a symbol to Christ. And I was watching his eyes look up at the star and feel that connection to God. I've never seen that before. That was absolutely beautiful. And I noticed there was such a feeling of expectation. It was almost like we were in between moments and feeling that expectation in the air of what has just happened and where all of this is going to go. And the words wondrous miracle came to me. And then when you said, ask to know me, I thought that was profound because so often in our prayers, it's, God, I want you to know me. Jesus, I want you to know me, not Jesus saying, I want you to know me. Mm-hmm. So I found the whole thing just brilliant. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's beautiful when it comes through too, because you're feeling all the emotions of speaking it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that about the star. I was looking at, when you were saying that, what I imagine is love looking down at itself. And that's what's happening all the time. Love is always looking upon itself.
Right. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Terry, do you want to share? I'm unmuting you. No, I can't unmute you.
Yes, I'm unmuted.
Okay.
Oh my goodness. There was so many things running through my mind, and the sense of joy and peace that came over me, Deb, as you were speaking. I had forgotten how much I love to listen to you in meditation, but it took me to a really, really good place. And when I opened my eyes, I saw this little butterfly flitting around. Now, I'm in a very busy place here. I'm right off the interstate. I pull into a little rest area. And so there's busyness going on. There's lots of wind that's blowing. And this little butterfly is flitting around like it doesn't have a care in the world. And to me, that was a sign that was put there just for me to see as a message that it doesn't matter what we perceive to be going on around us on the outside. That joy, that peace, that love, it's on the inside. And at this time of year especially, there is just messages everywhere of peace. There's messages of love. And we can hold on to that. We can hold on to that hope for every day, no matter what day it is, but especially this time of year when we're doing this particular meditation. And I loved every moment of going into, as Ruth had said, is going into the moment of birth, being there for the joy of it. And it felt like pure, unconditional love and peace. And I didn't want to leave. I didn't want you to stop talking. I didn't want to go out of that moment of just being and not having to go back into chaos and whatever is ahead of me in the day. And we can do that at any time. And I love that. Just like the little butterfly, we can be like that. We don't have to worry about what anybody else is doing, what other people are showing us, to stay true to ourselves. Thank you. Thank you, Deb, for a beautiful meditation.
Thank you. Thank you. That was awesome. And to hold on to that, because like you said, it is really easy to get stuck, especially now. You get so much happening during the holidays. It's easy to move away from why we celebrate Christmas. We forget that it's Jesus's birth and the joy of what this means, what this holiday actually means. And it's okay. We get stuck in the giving and all the things that we want to do, and it's all was part of his birth, wasn't it? There was gifts given there too, but not to lose sight of the joy of a real a birthday celebration.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Deb. Deb, could you take a moment and share with us the work that you're doing at this point?
Oh, yeah, I am working on a new book. I have finished it. It's called Intuition, the Voice of God. And I'm working on a proposal for publishing at this time. So hopefully we can see it soon out in the public and get to share. That book was dictated by Archangel Michael about 4 years ago, and I just have not had the time to get it out yet. So that's the foundation of the book, and then I added my experiences of learning about our intuition, that it is the voice of God. So hopefully we can all start reading it soon.
Right, and you're also putting beautiful memes up on Pinterest and on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Part of your ministry is sharing these beautiful messages that God and Jesus share with you. So thank you so much for doing that. If folks want to find you on Pinterest or on Facebook, how do they find you?
You can find me on my website, debbiengoldberg.com. And I'm under Deb Goldberg, also on Facebook and also on Pinterest. So, but I think going to my website might be the easiest way to do that.
Thank you. Well, thank you, Terry. Thank you, Deb. And our friends here at Enlightened World Network, our prayer for you this Christmas Eve is that you take that time to go inward, to go upward, connecting in with the Christ consciousness, and really feel the miracle of the moment, the miracle of that expectation of wondrous things to come. So much love to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us. Take good care and God bless.
Merry Christmas.